start with the most common question. I'm sure you guys have been asked this question millions of times. How was it working with this huge amount of stars, different people from different backgrounds, different cultures, demographics, and it's like a huge studied film. How was it working with them?
For us as directors, it was a pure blessing because you're working with people that are not only legends in their cinema, but also have their perspectives and their sensibilities of their, everything they experienced in making movies. So for us, it was a blessing, but also we learned a lot from their, their experience, and having all these experiences from around the world is something very unique. And I don't think there's a lot of movies that have that kind of DNA like Seven Dogs has. And so, yeah, it's just alhamdulillah that we could have made this, that this exists.
Let me ask you, what was the biggest challenge with working with this amount of different stars?
Well, it was not necessarily a challenge, or in the sense that we need, all these actors, they have so much experience, they bring their A game. It's like Champions League. So you have the best players of every country coming there. So we are a bit like the coaches. So we need to be also on the same level as them. We need to be as prepared, as professional as them, and trying to get on the same level, because they have worked with like the biggest directors. And there's always like this kind of imposter syndrome where we're like, are we good enough? So we do not.
Yes.
We're always stressing like, I hope we're not gonna disappoint them. So that's like always a challenge, but it motivates us to really prepare well and bring the best of ourselves as well.
Okay, who was your favorite person to work with? Like, from all the stars you've worked with on Seven Dogs, which one was your favorite? Which one was the most fun to work with? The most easy one to work with? I'm not gonna ask you which one was the hardest, because I'm sure you guys managed perfectly. But let's say, who was the most fun to work with, both of you?
Well, a very difficult question, because it was every day, every actor was, it's like such so much fun to work with everyone. Everybody's bringing their perspective on their characters. So there is it's difficult if you have like all the best players in a football team. You have a Ronaldo, Messi. Yeah, it's difficult to say this one is my favorite. No, they're all my favorites.
Yeah, I think I'm convinced actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also, it was always fun to have the duo when you have Karim and Ahmed. That's the magic, the dynamic duo. So every time having them two, it's always something magic that happens on set.
Okay, so by the end of the movie, there was like a hesitation, would be a second movie. This would be the only movie. So are you guys planning on having another movie, like a sequel for the movie maybe? Or like, are you guys thinking or wanting to have, I don't know, a prequel for it, a sequel for it, like a different kind of movie, but still with this vision of having different actors from all around the world? You guys are planning, wanting, hoping, like, what's on your agenda?
Hoping, inshallah, if there's really a lot of people that go watch this one, then inshallah we can do the second one, and we want to have even more actors to play with, and also the actors that we work with, the Bollywood actors, Salman. We want to have even Salman a bigger part, having more with him. Who knows? Maybe that Sanjay is gonna return in the second one. So having all these actors coming back, inshallah, that would be great.
That would be great. Is there a specific actor or an actress that you guys want to work with, like internationally, locally, maybe a different nationality that you guys want to bring on the table, someone specific that you would like to add to this dynamic later on, of course? Like someone you guys have loved so much, maybe loved watching, and you just want to try to work with them.
There's many.
There's
a lot.
Incredible.
Like the opportunities are insane.
Yeah,
now you think about it, like before, like, no one would have ever thought that you would see Monica Bellucci with Salman Khan in the same
Correct.
movie. Like, can you imagine? And then,
Correct.
like, you've seen them, and you've seen Ahmed Aiz, and you've seen Kareem and Sandy, and all these people from all these different nationalities, different backgrounds, and like now the sky's the limit. Like, I can think of anyone, and like,
Exactly.
Was it Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks and Denzel in this one.
Ooh.
why not? Like, yeah, you guys can do it. Why not? We're gonna watch definitely. So
Regardless,
Absolutely.
that's true.
yeah, that's really
Yeah,
great.
if they would go to London, you know, it might Jason Statham, man. We saw him recently, so
Yeah, and
things like
Sam,
that.
he also came to Egypt, and you guys saw him, and like he seems to be interested. So maybe
Yeah.
next time.
Who knows? Who knows? Everything is possible.
If it's Korea, it's Lee
That's true.
Byung-hun.
Sorry.
Lee Byung-hun and Lee Jung-jae and Song Kang-ho if it's Korea.
I don't know any of that, but like, yeah, I agree. I mean, like,
That's just vibing. She's like, yes.
yeah, I don't know what is that, but like,
playing Squid Game and Parasites.
okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so maybe this would be my last question for you guys, but anything coming up, like anything you guys are working on? Also, I think this is not the first time you guys have worked together. I think you've did stuff before that, right? You've done no, this is the first time.
Always made movies together since we were film students.
Ah, that's very nice.
Nice.
This is new information for me.
Yeah, it's like brothers, you know, like Moroccan brothers. Always.
Wow.
together.
Yeah.
That's
She's the
very
first
nice.
day of film school till now, so it's
Now
never
this is a
gonna.
friendship. Like, this is real friendship through success and through
Exactly.
hard studying and everything. That's really cute.
Keep
So
your
that's-
friends. 100%.
Brothers.
Yeah, brothers. I'd say
Juan.
that too. That's very nice. So you guys are planning on doing something else together in the future, maybe, or are you guys? Yeah, let's answer that, and then I'm gonna go back to the whole brothers thing, because like this is very intriguing for me.
Yeah, well, you know, we're working on scripts, and also like we told before, you know, when we were making Seven Dogs, we were fantasizing of a second movie. So if this movie is successful, we can, inshallah, make that one. So there's a lot of projects, still a lot of stories to tell, a lot to do, and we'll always, you know, the Adil and Bilal is like, you know, it's like one name, it's one
Like,
brand. Yeah.
it's one brand. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So, like you guys said, you've been brothers. You've done so many work together since you were at school, and this is very interesting, to be honest. That the friendship and the brotherhood stayed, even though, you know, like, because sometimes when work gets inside like interacts with friendship and stuff like that, one of them, you lose one of them. But it's very nice that you guys maintain the perfect quality of work, as well as the brotherhood and the friendship you guys have. So I'm gonna ask a kind of a personal question. What is something challenging about working with each other? Like, what is something that you guys challenge
Ooh.
each other doing, or like something you don't like doing while working with each other? It's just, it's a very,
It's only sometimes we have different ideas and then we talk to each other and then we convince each other too well, because I'm convinced by his idea and he's convinced by my idea. So
I'm like, no,
It's
your
like one
idea
brain
is
working
better.
together.
yeah, it's always like, no, your idea is better.
so which one convinces the other one most
First.
of the time? Yeah, or first.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think sometimes I say I'm happy too quick, and Bilal is never happy.
No, I'm not happy. And I'm very
Really
skeptical.
satisfied. Yeah.
But it's like
That is-
yin and yang, you know, it's like, you know, you have both.
You're a
ends.
balance.
Yeah, balance.
So how does the work process or the thinking process works? Does it like, do you work on yourself on your own, and you work on your own, and then you bring the ideas together and you work on them, or you go through the creative process together? You do the idea and the, I don't know, like the vision, everything together while you're working on it.
Yeah, it depends. But most of the time, when there is an idea, it comes from Adil or it comes from me. But then we are working it together. We also work very closely with our, you know, our DP, our cameraman. He's like the third director. We're very team oriented
Yeah.
because we're
That's
working.
very
on this.
nice.
So we are doing this creative process always together. And you could say that in, you know, pre-production or like in scripts, Adil is more, you know, taking the lead, and I'm more in post-production in the editing. On the set, it's really depends. Sometimes I'm more with the camera and he's more with the actors, but it can, like, you know, it flips. Basically, everything we do is very organic. There's no rules, you know, there is no, like, this is the rule. No, it's just like it moves and grooves, and, you know, it's like music, you know.
I think this is what makes you guys very special, makes the outcome very special, that nothing looks like anything you've done before. Everything looks fresh, everything looks different, everything looks organic. So I think this is one of the best things that comes out of this friendship and this very nice open I'd say area of ideas and creativity and vision and everything. And I really had so much fun watching the movie. Like, I got into the movie and I was not expecting anything. I was just
Exactly.
expecting like huge amount of stars, that much I knew, and like huge action scenes. This is all I was expecting to see, and honestly, it exceeded all my expectations.
Exactly.
And the script was really nice. The ideas, the whole. I don't want to talk too much about the movie because if
Spoilers.
anyone watching us didn't see it, I don't want to ruin it for them or like spoil anything. But there was so many things like, that's nice, that's new, I've never seen that before. That's a mix between so many things. And as someone who's been watching like Bollywood movies since I was young, and like all international kind of movies, it felt so authentic. Like every time we're in, like with the Salman Khan or the other Indian actors, it felt so Indian. And every time we're in the Monica Bellucci part in Europe, it felt so European. And every time we're in
True.
Saudi, it felt so Saudi. So it felt like you guys did so much effort working on the visuals as much as the script, as much as the vibe the people that are getting. And it's just so nice to know that everything was actually shot in Saudi. And I was like, okay, I thought you guys traveled. Like,
Spoiler.
fun. That means you guys are so good. So I'm just so happy I got to talk to you, and I got to talk to the minds behind the movie and everything. It's just, it's a pleasure,
It's
honestly.
surreal, honestly, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really, really, thank you.
Raghda, you came in